Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I have set number 10325, the 2023 winter holiday set, specifically the Two Pines Inn Lodge, which I think in general looks so cute, adorable, and cozy. It retails for $100 USD and comes with 1,517 pieces, which I think is an amazing price per piece ratio there. And in general, it's really good to see that we have some sets that are not, getting affected by the whole inflation thing. So without further ado, let's dive right into the set and see all the details that it has to offer. First things first, we'll take a look at the minifigs. So I'll just move this little automobile out of the way. And the very first minifig we have here is the grandma right here with this amazing torso printing, which I'm such a huge fan of. This is a very cool generic torso there, along with these cargo pants. Very nice to see. Again, amazing printing from the back. And the alternate face, very nice for this sweet grandmother right here. Next up, we have this figure right here, which I believe is the owner of the shop along with his wife. And I love the torso printing and the leg apron printing as well. It really flows together so nicely. And the straps there, amazing to see. I love the amount of detail that LEGO are putting into these yellow-faced figures, especially for their torsos and leg pieces. Honestly, it really brings together the character and adds more character to the character, if that makes any sense. And yes, looking awesome. Moving on, we have this girl right here with her little bob and a very nice colorful torso. These torsos are perfect for the fall season, and I love the orange and yellows on it. Very nice to see with the vest there. Moving on, we have this little kid right here with her amazing hockey stick and scarf. Face printing is really cute. And the alternate one, it does not disappoint. In general, I love the design of this figure. Nice, simple, yet very effective. She also comes with this little hat here, so let's just swap it out. And there you go, she's ready to play hockey for real now. Lastly, we have this kid right here who's trying to do some cross-country skiing, I believe, because I don't really see any mountain in this set right here, so yeah, he looks quite nervous. I guess he's a first-time skier. The hairpiece is kind of funny. I was expecting the hairpiece to be used on older minifigs and not this kid per se, but, I guess it's okay. He is clearly a younger character, however, the hairpiece just seems a little bit off in my opinion. Going back to the set, in terms of side builds, first up we have this automobile right here, which is supposed to carry around a Christmas tree like so. So here is the Christmas tree, which I took from the inside of the Pines Lodge. You basically put it on this section like so, and pretty much glide it around. There's no solid part to put the tree on so it doesn't fall around, so I guess you're just gonna have to trust that you don't be a little too speedy with the vehicle and break a couple speeding laws. Just don't do it, just be careful and your tree will stay intact, so that's cool. Moving on to side build number 2, we have ourselves the skating rink, which I think is a really neat addition with the set. I love the transparent panel pieces that they've used here. It really makes it seem very realistic, ice-wise. I mean, look at that, there's actual glitter and shine going on with the base of this skating rink, which I think is awesome. And here are little buckets with these skates, some cash, and some trees covered in snow. And on this side, we have this little, I guess I would say, dock of sorts featuring some snow on the wood, and it looks pretty cool in my opinion. It's a very unique build. We even have a snowman just hiding, a little snowman in disguise, and yeah, that's great. And I guess for a little demo, you basically grab your minifig, give her some skates, and just like that, she is ready to skate around on the ring. So let's see if she can just glide without falling and breaking herself into itty-bitty pieces, no pun intended. I guess it works. It's pretty cool, I like it. Now with this aside, we have the outhouse build here featuring the same tree that we saw with the rink, with the snow and the actual greenery. And if you open this up, it features an interior, and this here is actually an outhouse. We have snow on the base, and on the inside, a little toilet paper roll, the actual toilet. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the outhouse build. Now that we have all of these side builds out of the way, it is now time to take a look at the interior of the actual Two Pines Inn Lodge, which honestly, spoiler alert, looks awesome. Right here we have a look at the set itself, which I think looks very Christmassy and cozy from the outside. Christmassy primarily because of the greens used throughout the set, and the reds and the green doors too. I think if we wanted to make it a multi-seasonal set, you just have to take the green off and all the Christmas decor off, and there you go, you have yourself a 4-season lodge. So yeah, I can see myself doing that for future seasons as well. We have ourselves the dark red with the gray, which I think worked quite nicely. However, I would have preferred to see perhaps, you know, like a dark navy color for the green doors. The green kind of just pops out a little too much. The navy would have looked kind of cool. I'm not too sure. Maybe there's a different color that would have worked better. The balcony here is very nice and very spacious. We have ourselves a little cat there and a squirrel hiding on the side, which I think is awesome. And we have ourselves the windows. The windows are white and complement the rest of the build quite nicely. And on this side, we have ourselves some wood that's just hiding beneath this little batch of snow, I believe, and some cut up wood as well. This is actually like a log that's been cut up on this little stand, along with the axe or hatchet or whatever you want to call it. We have some lights at the front and this 2 Pines Inn Lodge sign, which is actually, to my utter sadness, a sticker. But I think I applied it pretty well, so sadness aside, it's nice. And we also have this swirly type of pattern for the top of the sign, along with the Christmassy colors. We also have this little bird hanging out, so let's just get a close-up on that. The bird is in this dark red color. That aside, we'll take a close-up on the little squirrel. The squirrel is a very nice piece, in my opinion. It's the first time for me to ever own a squirrel minifig, so I'm very happy to finally have one of these in my collection. Assuming it's not a brand new piece. If it is, let me know in the comments down below. And lastly, the little kitty cat, which I think is so cute and adorable. It's very nice to see. Again, more wildlife and more animals in sets like these. Moving on to the side, apart from the nice masonry and gray color scheme on this side, we have ourselves more of that. We have a little bucket here where I guess you can just store things inside essentially. And on this side, you can see that it's pretty wide. However, it slims down as we reach the base of the model, allowing for more room on the inside for stuff like beds, little drawers, carpets, you name it. I love the interior so much, and everything just escalates in coolness as I press on the chimney and see some light. So that's really awesome that we have a light brick in this set. I will say, make sure that you don't just jam your chimney and waste the light brick battery. Just ensure that it's kind of floating like that, because if you do this, it'll be on forever and ever until your light brick essentially runs out of battery, and who wants that? So just save it by popping it up a little bit like that and have it not be as cool for a couple minutes or however long you want, and then ta-da, it's lit up again. And that's all for the fireplace, so that's awesome. Starting off at the very bottom here, we have a Christmas tree, which is just hanging out and sitting like so. I guess you guys saw it at the very start of the video when I gave a little demonstration on how it'll sit on this little automobile vehicle, and that was pretty fun. The Christmas tree has clearly made it to the right house, and right along here next to the fireplace we have ourselves what I would assume to be a coffee machine of sorts with various handles, and I think those are both icing tubes for the cookies. That's right there. Here's a close-up on one of the cookies. I love the detail on it, and I really love how it looks like a sugar cookie, which are actually one of my favorite cookies of all time. That aside, this is actually a stickered book piece. It's literally just a tile with a sticker, and that's pretty much it. Putting that aside, the interior at the very bottom here is very nice and cozy, and I would love to just sit here and relax, honestly. And here we actually have a pen piece. Now, this is the very first time that I've seen a piece like this. There's even like a nib on it and everything. I don't know if I've been living under a rock or something, but this is the first time that I've seen a piece like this. Moving on to the second floor right here, we have where the beds are at. We have some Christmas decor on the inside, this little wreath of sorts. The first bed, which is just built on these brown pieces, this light bluish baby blue color, and the pillow in white, and a little drawer cabinet of sorts, and some snow. Very nice to see some snow on the inside because it seems like someone forgot to take their shoes off indoors. And on this side we have another bed, and we have this little cabinet, and that's actually a sticker tile. Now these windows along the sides are supposed to open up from the outside, but this one can't, sadly. It's kind of like barred off by this huge pile of snow, so it's kind of locked there. On this side, it's also kind of locked. And it makes sense because, you know, typically in a real world setting, when there's a lot of snow outside, you can't really expect to enjoy the outdoors from your window. You're going to have to just go outside and play with the snow, because snow can get in the way and can prevent things like, you know, ease of opening up windows, opening up doors, and accessing the outside. So it's better to just stay indoors and appreciate the coziness of your environment, because honestly, this here is so adorable. We have some curtains here, and yes. The very top, we have another floor featuring a third bed. Now let's be real, who's actually planning on sleeping here? This is kind of terrifying. I guess this is kind of like an attic. So we have just like one bed there, one candle, and one present. It's like the abandoned floor. But I would imagine that this room right here would be kind of cheaper compared to the other rooms. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, an attic is an attic. As long as you can fit a bed there and some decor, it is a rentable space. So yeah, kudos to the Pine Lodge Inn owners for making a profit on every nook and cranny of their rentable space. And again, the chimney is right here. So yeah. For the roof, you can actually move these around. If you want like ease of access, you can just pop that like so, put a figure there, and then just close the roof like that. And the same goes for this side. This side actually goes that way. So it's basically secured with these Technic pins. It's nice to see that we can move around the roof for ease of playability on the inside. Well guys, that pretty much brings a wrap to the video. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on this set right here, and if you plan on purchasing it on release day, which should be October 4, 2023. And on that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.